advice and opinions expressed by Dr. Grant Pichet and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice.
Dr. Doreen Grant Pichet, and Dr. Doreen is an excellent podcast. Doreen Grant Pichet. Dr. Grant Pichet. Dr. Doreen Grant Pichet. Dr. Doreen Grant Pichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask the questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
So let's move on to the next question. Am I doing enough? Did I miss something?
Right.
It's a big topic.
Yeah.
You have a book about this coming out soon.
I don't know if I focus on that.
Did I miss something?
Well, yes. I mean, I've actually been working on 10 books at the same time right now. So that one is like, the 10 top things that we all think are important things to pay attention to, right? And there's a lot of different things to pay attention to when you have a child on the spectrum. I'm also working on this whole series of books, which is kind of like how to teach different skills to your child, which is 8 books. And then I also was working on this book about dating for kind of adolescents who want to get into dating. There's lots of things to write for our kids. But yeah, so am I doing enough and have I missed something? I think a parent's always going to ask that question. And I think it's so important to just, I think what happens, and we were just talking about this earlier, is that I think I don't know all the reasons for this, but I know that when we first get a diagnosis, things have changed. So 10, 15 years ago, when you first received a diagnosis, every parent was kind of like extremely driven to get as much therapy and care as they could immediately. And I'm not sure why things have changed, but now it's a little bit more like, okay, I have a child with autism. I'll do a little bit of speech, I'll do a little bit of ABA, I'll do a little bit of everything, but it almost feels like no one is as driven as they used to be. And that kind of concerns me a little bit because I worry about the passage of time, obviously. And when the children are younger, they have more time. Their brain is just more fluid and flexible and able to learn more. And as parents, and I'll say this over and over, you have to prioritize what is the most important thing. I know that if I had a child who had severe needs, who had a lot of needs, and I'll be very honest about this does not have to be you, this is me. If I had a child who had very significant needs in, let's say, the areas of communication, self-care, social understanding and awareness, I would be doing very, very intensive work on those areas as soon as my child could sit, so like age 2. And I would not really care much personally about academics. I just wouldn't. That would be me, right? If my child needed to learn, I would prioritize things like language over math. I would, myself personally. But I think that every parent needs to really think about that and realize that, a child only has so many hours in the day, and obviously young children also need rest and play. It cannot be all work. They need to have fun and be able to rest as well. So those hours are very important, vital for you to be choosing the right thing for your child to do.